Well, she's a big old box on the bench today, and it's a bit of an odd one for me because it's got cords. It's got power cord, it's got foot pedal cord for this thing. I usually have cordless stuff. Anyway, this is a scroll saw, and it's from this company, this one here, Scheppach, yeah, Scheppach, yeah, whatever that is. It's gonna be a bit hard to open up on film because it's such a big box, so I'll just get everything out and put it on the bench, eh? Now I'm guessing this is a newer model from the ones I've previously seen and the ones I've seen on YouTube. This one, it comes with this, which was all scattered through the box. It's a 64-piece kit of stuff, little stuff. See, this sort of tool isn't the sort of tool I would normally review or ever use because it's not quite meaty enough, and I would never use any of these little engraving tools and sanding things and stuff. Maybe I will one day, maybe. And these attach to this rotary tool here, so they have a 3 something millimeter shaft, 3.2, 3.5, something like that, and that plugs into the side somewhere. Haven't checked that out yet. And on the old model, the air system came from the back, and it had one of those flexible bendy pipe things, and you could point it wherever you want, whereas now they seem to have built it directly into the tool, which is better. Comes with a light, so I haven't put the batteries in. It even comes with the batteries. A few little Allen keys and a little wrench there, tools, and as well as a power lead here, there is, you can get out of the way, there's a foot pedal, which seems pretty cool. Machine, as you can see, is blue. This feels, I don't even know what that is, very thin aluminium. Yeah, it feels like thin aluminium. Weight wise it feels like aluminium. Got an aluminium top here, which is not the smoothest thing in the world. Yeah, the shoe's a bit wobbly, needs a bit of a tighten up. It tilts to 45 degrees. Has variable speed, on off switch obviously. There's a switch there, which I'm supposing may be for the rotary tool. What do we got here? Rotary tool probably plugs onto that, I would imagine. There's nowhere else it can go. I will set it up a little bit further and plug it in and have a quick play before the wife gets home. This is for the wife. She's ordered it. I went and picked it up for her today while she's at work, and I will put that back on so she doesn't notice, and I'll do a quick review here now and then put it back in the box. She can open it up when she gets home. So I've got it set up and plugged in. The controls unfortunately are in a rather dark spot under here. You know, the best place to put is safety switches hidden underneath the base of it. Anyway, so to use it, to turn it on, you turn it on there and nothing happens. You then either turn it on with the red switch here, or you push down on the pedal. As long as you hold your foot on the pedal, it will run. Take it off, stops. It's like magic. Or just whack it on there. Now that's it on its slowest speed, which I haven't looked up RPM wise. I think it goes up to about 2800 if I recall. Alright, there it is. 1600. 550 to 1600 strokes per minute. Let's ramp her up. So that's full bore. As you can see, the safety guard is quite transparent. You can hardly even see it on the camera. So that's quite good. Now, that also controls this thing. So if you've got this plugged in and you've got something sitting in it and you turn this on, you better be careful this isn't touching anything, because as you can see, hopefully, it's spinning around. Hey, see? Look at that. It's not the safest feature in the world, is it? Should have a separate switch. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. That will control from here as well. Yes. So let's have a quick play with this first. This is a drill bit which comes with it, which I think is rather ambitious, but let's give it a go. Let's turn her on. So this is on 500. I'll crank it up to about halfway. It should be around about 1000 RPM. Does it, but doesn't like it. Twists up the thing. Never been a fan of rotary tools like this. They're just, yeah. Okay, let's stop for a second. I'm gonna unplug this thing because I don't like it. It's kind of dangerous spinning around and flopping about the place. We'll have a bit of a test with some timber. Just drawn a squiggly line on here. And I've got the sewing machine sort of foot here. Don't know why that is. That's probably just a safety feature as well, so it doesn't catch and flick up or something. Not that it's going to flick much compared to any other saw in the world, but something like a bandsaw is always cutting down, so it's pulling the timber, your workpiece, down onto the bench, whereas this goes up and down, so it couldn't effectively catch and pull it up. So I'm guessing that's why that's there. Not a big connoisseur of scroll saws. Haven't used one since I was a kid. You've got a tensioning lever here. You pull that lever. See, that goes up and down there. It takes the tension on and off the blade for changing blades, and you can make it looser, tighter. This will take pin blades and the plain end blades. And for the plate, there's a blade in here, which is a plain one. The one that's on it's a pinned one, and then you've got these attachments for the plain blades, so you can attach them to the ends of the blades and hook it onto the machine. Right, let's have a cut here of this bit of wood. This is 15mm, I think. Yeah, 16mm. Tri-board, which is chipboard sandwiched with MDF. You can also hook this thing up to a dust collector through the 35mm dust port here. I don't think this is going to make a hell of a lot of dust, mind you, but it might all get jammed inside eventually if you don't hook something up to it. And we've got the light here. Now to test the light, I'll just turn off my overhead lighting here. Alright, let's have a look. Yeah, not a lot of light coming off that. And it's also got 3 screws you've got to pull out to change the batteries, which is always fun. 3 miniature screws. But yeah, light wise, a little anemic, but I guess all you need is right on the blade there. I'll use the foot pedal, which only just reaches the floor. Quite a good safety feature, the foot pedal. You can easily quickly whip your foot off. Right, let's crank it up a bit. Away we go, first cut. You must be joking, I'll be here all day. Okay, life's too short for this. How long was that? A cut about 3/4 of an inch. Granted, the teeth are quite small, and this is maybe too thick for that amount of teeth. This is rated for 50mm depth of cut, 50mm. You'd have to have a damn sight better blade than that. I did buy some blades. If I can find where I've put them, I'll put one on and see if they're a bit better. They're 15 TPI, so they're probably a bit better than this crummy one that's come with it. And I can see how the changing of blades works. But with that blade like that, I wouldn't use it to cut anything. You can cut to a depth of 406mm, I think. 400mm basically in the back here, so that's quite a decent amount, I feel. Okay, I've changed the blade to the ones I bought, but they look to be about the same tooth size, but maybe they're a bit better. Let's try it out. Don't have high hopes. Well, that's a bit better, but whew, not my kind of thing. But, well, I would slide it out and show it to you, but it doesn't want to do that. It does do an incredibly fine cut, incredibly thin cut if you don't want to waste material. You can do really tight turns, of course. You can get spiral blades for these things, so you can basically cut in any direction. You can go doof, doof without having to turn the workpiece, which is pretty cool. I'd have to get far bigger teeth blades before, 10 TPI was the biggest ones I saw. They went right up to about 28 TPI. This is a 15 TPI, and it's pretty painful, as you can see, to cut. Let's see if I can get this thing off. I could cut all the way out the other side or just shatter the blade like that. One down. Fuck. So when you shatter one of these poxy little blades, it's pretty easy to change. Lift the knob at the back here. It takes tension off this. You then just hook the blade underneath. If you look down inside here, you can't see it on camera, but you can see the little groove it slots into. You just hook the bottom in, push the top down, hook the top in, lock it back up at the back. You might need to change the tension slightly depending if some of the blades are a few millimeters different, or if you're putting on the end pieces for the plain ends, you might need to just adjust the tension by turning this to the left or right. Can it cut hardwood? I think it did that better than the throw board. Maybe I'll get some hardwood and do a little play with that. Now, I don't have a lot of really thin stuff because I don't use really thin stuff most of the time. So this is 19mm Vitex hardwood. So I'll do a test on this, see if I can cut a curve. Well, I sucked at keeping that on the line, and you could see how it lifted there, tried to lift when I took my hand off the workpiece on one end. So important to keep both hands on the workpiece, and that's what this little dealie is, stops the bloody wood from flicking up, because on that upstroke it's dragging the wood up with it. I've got the teeth blades angled down I don't know if that's the way you're meant to do it. I'm guessing it is, to pull it down towards the table. You might be able to tell I don't have a lot of interest in this tool. So what do I think of it overall? I'm glad it's the wife's. If you want to see what I normally do, check out these videos on the side here, and I'll see you later. Well, the wife's been all day yesterday playing with this thing, and she loves it. But not my cup of tea. You got to have a lot of patience. A lot of patience and a lot of time. I think it might be called a Scheppach now, because it's perhaps one for the ladies. Put your abuse in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Have I already done a wrap up? I think I have.